we're almost halfway done. I mean, we're closer to a quarter way done than halfway done, but it's weird thinking that there's only 9 more months, or no, 6 more months until finals.
Yep, and then we're 18. Oh, you're already 18.
Yeah, I'm already 18.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
I kind of liked being babied all the way through my childhood until now. I know I didn't. Like, now I don't. Now I'm just waiting so I can completely get everybody off my back until I'm always on my own. But, like, I just remember when people used to wipe my butt for me. Those were the days.
I always wanted to be independent.
Same, and like, not until I was like, until people started telling me what to do, and I was like, no, I don't like your ways. Till like the day I got the realization that I could do everything better myself is the day I wanted to be independent. But before then, I had no care. I had no thought in my head. It just people were doing everything for me.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. I miss second grade. That was my favorite year.
Second grade?
Mm-hmm.
That is adorable. Welcome, guys, to another Elated Egos Podcast. This is our fourth one. Sorry we missed last week. It just, conflict of schedules happened. We were planning on doing it one day, got moved, and then it just did not work out very well. This week, TK, our good friend, he's not able to make it right now. He's actually with his grandparents, being a good little boy. Hopefully he doesn't get spanked again. It wasn't pretty when he came back last time. Anyways, this week's podcast is just going to be a lot of just random talks. First thing we're going to talk about is Michael. If you've been listening to the previous stuff, he's been mentioning this movie a lot called 2001: A Space Odyssey. It came out in 1968. It was directed by Stanley Kubrick, who won a lot of Academy Awards.
He made the movie The Shining.
He made The Shining. He made Full Metal Jacket. He made a bunch of like really just rememberable movies. And so this weekend, I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. I sadly could not watch it all in one go. It was late at night, and I fell asleep about an hour and a half in. My own fault. I smoked a good bit of hash. It was fun smoking. So I'm gonna ask Michael 2 questions about this movie, or when you first saw this movie. 1, what were you on?
Oh, okay. I think I was just really, really, really high. Like, I think I smoked at least 4 grams with Noah, because the day I was just looking up space movies and sci-fi movies, and because I just watched the Interstellar a month before. I liked the film. It was just, to me, the story was crap, but the visuals were amazing. That was about it. I mean,
for Interstellar?
For Interstellar, like, yeah, the special effects were all the movie for me. I didn't really care anything about the plot. But I was watching on WatchMojo.com, and I was watching the top 10 space movies of all time, and 2001 was on there. And I was like, oh, that movie looks really cool. Like the trailer intrigued me, and then I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, oh my god, I need to watch whatever this movie is. And I was all in the garage while this was happening, and I said, no, we're gonna watch this movie right now. He fell asleep within 15 minutes in. Not even, he didn't watch any of the movie, but I watched the whole movie. I was gone. I have no idea what the movie was about when I first watched it. And then I was like, okay, that was such a great movie. I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to ruin it. It's like a brand new movie. Because I even tried to think about it. I'm like, I don't even know what the movie was about. I was that gone. And then, again, I watched it later around my birthday. And I was again gone again. But I at least try to make, but again, it was my birthday, so you know how it is. And then in the summer, my brother came to town, and we watched it twice, because the first time I, again, was way too gone. The next day, I watched it again, but basically sober, because it was just the after effects. And now, with those 4 times watching the movie, I think I got a good grasp on what it was, but each time I was just way too gone. But it's still one of my favorite movies of all time.
All right. Do you want to hear my personal
yes.
Feelings about this movie? I did not like this movie. I found it to be way too long.
Yep.
The stretches of time between actual plot, and to be honest, there's very little plot within this movie. There's very little of a story happening in this movie. Between that, there's three major songs that are being played.
Yep.
The Blue Danube, which is like that da 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 da, and then Sprock's Zarathustra. I think that's what it is. Zarathustra is the main.
It's just like all basically orchestra and band.
It's all like orchestra and choral music. And the Zarathustra one is like bum 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 like that. And then they have this one song that I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's just a giant chorus of people going like ghosts all together. It sounds very discordant, and it works very well the first time you hear each of those songs.
See, this movie with me, it's the best movie to fall asleep to. Okay.
Yes, I would agree too.
The best movie to fall asleep to. But see, the crappy okay, there's so many cons with the movie too. I mean, I love the movie just because it's just I like relaxing movies, I guess. But like for the first 40 minutes, it's about apes.
No, that's the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Is it 20? I thought it was 40.
No, me and my girlfriend were paying attention to the timestamps. The first time you actually see a person and they talk is 25 and a half minutes into the movie.
Other than that, you're just seeing fucking
The
apes.
first 2 minutes of the movie is just a black screen with a
I hate the beginning, too. I hate
it was so unnerving and just like, is the movie actually happening? Like, what is happening? If you don't want to watch this movie, it's a little too late. We're already kind of getting to like spoiler territory. But if you don't want to watch the movie, skip ahead. We'll put a little annotation.
Skip all the way to the end where the best part comes up.
Okay. Well, we'll skip. I'll just put it up in annotation. But the very beginning of the movie, the first 2 minutes is just black and it has a whole music. Then it says the dawn of man, and it has a lot of guys when
I watched it for the third time, I literally ruined the whole movie for myself just because you could see the set drop.
Yeah.
You can see the one or two rocks, real actual, like, well, not actually real, but just two rocks, and then the background, you can actually tell it's just a flat background.
Yeah, they did a very bad job with the green screen. I'm sure back in 1968 and the early 70s, granted, this movie is a really good, like, visual movie. They did a very good job getting the set pieces, using the technology they had at the time to make a visually stunning movie. And I'll give them all that, but you can't base your entire movie off of that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work well. It didn't age very well. So you get to the first scene, the first actual scene, and it says Dawn of Man, and it's a bunch of guys in gorilla costumes with really their mouth movement is really bad. It looks really bad, and they're just making chimp sounds the entire time. There's no like attempt at some like primordial language or anything. It's just a bunch of grunts, and they're just chilling. At one point, they have like almost a fight with a rival clan of proto-humans. And then a little bit later, one of them gets killed by a jaguar, which the weirdest thing is that you notice that it's an actual jaguar attacking an actual person in a gorilla suit.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that was my immediate thought. Was, oh my god, that man just might have died.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, he probably died or got like really badly injured.
Yeah, and you're just like, holy crap. And then there's a scene where they're around a dead tarsier because for some reason tapirs. And tapirs are native to like South America and Southeast Asia, not Africa. Kind of a bad choice for an animal, but whatever. It was a good set piece. And it's just one proto-human, and he's just playing with the bones, and he's just like, until he picks up a femur, and he just kind of throws it a little bit, and it breaks a rib in half. And they're starting to play the Zarathustra. Bum, 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 bum. And he's just like, and the proto-human realizes that he can destroy stuff with the femur, and it's supposed to symbolize
evolution.
Evolution of a higher cognitive way. It's the discovery of tools. Mm-hmm. And actually, I skipped a little part of this. The morning of that, a giant black obelisk.
The monolith.
sorry, not obelisk, monolith appears right where they're sleeping. They wake up and they're like, oh, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? And they're making their chimp sounds. And it's supposed to symbolize that the obelisk is like a piece of human evolution, that it's guided us certain ways. Would you agree on that part?
Watch 2010. You really, after I watched 2010, after 2001, I didn't get the meaning of the monolith anymore.
No, there was a sequel to it?
Yeah, 2010. It's called 2010, The Year We Make Contact. That one actually has more of a storyline.
Okay.
Like, this one's kind of like a what the fuck? That one, it was made in the 80s.
Okay. Was it also made by Kubrick?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it was a separate idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the series are based on books. There's there's 3001.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
They're based off of Arthur C. Clarke's work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, back to the movie. So, the proto-human discovers that he can beat the shit out of things with the femur.
And then he sees a monolith, and he was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. And then there's just a bunch of... It's like a quick little montage where they're just cutting through clips of all the proto-humans eating meat now. Because they were able to kill the animals around them with the bones, and they were able to use the bones of those newly killed animals to kill more animals and get more food and have more tools. Then it gets to the scene where it's by the watering hole, where the original two factions, the two clans of proto-humans, were like yelling at each other with their sounds and shit. And like the clan, we'll call them Clan Awesome because they win, and then Clan Losers. So Clan Awesome is just all chilling about. They're all standing upright with their tools, trying to symbolize that, you know, these are a higher group of human beings. They're actually more human now. And one of them steps up, they're all yelling, making their chimp sounds, and another one from Team Loser, like, comes up, still, like, on the ground, on all four, comes up, they start, like, juking each other out, trying to, like, see who's gonna hit first. And then Team Loser, proto-human, just starts to rush Team Awesome, and the Team Awesome guy just in the head with the femur. Which at the moment I was like, oh my god, they just killed that man. He has a major concussion now. And then, for like the next 2.5 minutes, Team Loser is like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? And Team Awesome is just beating the shit out of this guy with a bunch of fucking femurs. And I'm wondering, oh my god, did they take the man out of the suit at least beforehand? Or were they just hitting him with bone? And the way they hit the dead proto-human was just so funny. It's like watching a 3-year-old like thwack a stick. It's fucking hilarious. And that's essentially the end of that scene. Then you get to the actual space. And you're like, okay.
And then that's when all the music comes in.
And then it's like 15 to 20 minute music fucking music scenes. You know, with the Blue Danube. And I'll be honest, I fucking hate that song now.
Yeah, they overplayed that shit so much.
They played that 3 or 4 times throughout the movie. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this guy was on like a plane ride, I guess you could say, but it was out into orbit. And he goes to like a space station, and they're just, you know, talking, and there's like a little bit of like there's just a group of like higher up people, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Space
cosmonauts.
Yeah, no.
As Russians call them.
No, I'm trying to think of what the correct word is. Aristocrats. Space aristocrats, because that's kind of the appeal that they have to them. And they're like, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going off to here. Huh, no one's going there anymore. Really? Well, do they have any communication? No, there's been no communication there. And the main guy who's talking, who was just on the plane ride to get to there, is like, that's really strange. And he's just trying to play it off like whatever. Next scene, it's like a government meeting, and he's talking about like, hey, there's like this weird thing on the moon that was intentionally buried, and there's a lot of radiation. Skip forward to the worst child acting ever.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Just if you want to, you can just skip that. It has no part of the movie. it's terrible.
They were just trying to show off like the technology, or well, like future technology, like FaceTime and Skype.
But they chose the worst child actor.
Literally, she was just sitting there fidgeting the whole time. He would ask a question. 20 seconds later, she would like kind of answer the question. Like you could tell someone was just sitting there, telling her what to say, and it was
bad.
It was bad.
It was real bad.